Hey guys, so today we're going to be talking about dupes, and I love watching dupe videos, but I have a little pet peeve with them. Usually they are not an exact dupe, and I personally, that doesn't help me out much. Okay, let me collect my thoughts. It may look the same. You may be able to lie to people and say, oh, it's MAC Velvet Teddy, but is it really? Does it really look like it? This originally started off as a cruelty-free dupes video for non-cruelty-free makeup brands, but then it turned into MAC. Now, if you haven't heard, MAC is actually working to become cruelty-free again, which is amazing news because their products are really good. I like them. Who knows what their actual laws are going to be? They haven't really converted yet. They claim to be cruelty-free in the US, but as we know, they require testing in China and they sell there. So a lot of makeup brands claim to be cruelty-free when they're actually not. So it really requires a lot of research, a lot of digging, but as of right now, they are not. So I thought I would do this video while it's still relevant. Not all of these brands are also 100% cruelty-free for a lot of people who don't consider parent companies to be cruelty-free. I mean, they're not cruelty-free, but the brands themselves, like NYX for instance, is owned by a parent company that tests on animals, but NYX itself is cruelty-free. So I have some things like that in here, so I apologize if that is not up your alley, but I have a lot of drugstore options as well, so hopefully that's a good thing. And my camera's dying. Cool. Anyway, so I mostly have lip products to show you. I have two eyeshadows though that are close enough. I think one's pretty exact, so I'm gonna start with that one actually. It is MAC's Vanilla Pigment. A perfect dupe for this is Kat Von D's Thunderstruck Metal Crush eyeshadow. I know this is really hard to get your hands on, but it is 100% cruelty free. They're so similar, and honestly I prefer working with the pressed shadow because it is pressed, whereas this one's a little bit more difficult to work with because it's a loose powder. I have worked with it, but usually since they're the same, I'll reach for this. So I want to also tell you that I might be selling some of my MAC items that I show in this video because I have cruelty-free dupes for, and I usually try not to use cruelty brands in videos. So I tend to not wear these lip products and stuff as often, so just keep an eye out on my Depop down below. Next we'll do kind of an obvious dupe, but it's something that's been talked about before, but I have another one to add to it. It is MAC's Rebel. This is a gorgeous shade. It's probably my most worn MAC lipstick, but we all know that Wet n Wild Sugar Plum Fairy is an exact dupe of it. So this match isn't anything new on YouTube. It's been talked about in so many dupe videos, but I will say that the Jordana Modern Matte Lipstick in Matte Dare is exactly the same as well. These two have a little bit different formula than the MAC lipstick, so if you prefer a more matte look, then the Jordana Modern Matte is actually a really amazing formula, and one of my favorite lipsticks of all time is the matte blush shade, which we'll do next. The matte blush shade from Jordana, which is one of my all-time favorite lip colors ever, is a dupe for MAC's Blankety. Like I mentioned before, the formulas are a little bit different, so the Jordana one is the bottom one and it's a little bit lighter, but the MAC one has a sheen whereas the Jordana one doesn't. So this isn't an exact dupe, and I'd probably be annoyed if I was watching this video, but the shades are so similar. It's just depending what formula you like better. I prefer a matte lip personally, so I tend to reach for the Jordana shade, but they are really similar. Another MAC lipstick, these are all basically MAC lipsticks, I'm just going to warn you right now. MAC Diva. Now this is also one that's talked about a lot, and the dupe for it is Wet n Wild's Cherry Bomb. Also not a new discovery by any means on my part. It's also been talked about. I just thought I'd throw it out there for you in case you haven't seen another dupe video that mentions it. Now my favorite dupe of this whole thing is MAC's Chili lipstick. One of my favorite shades of all time. Like, it's, oh my gosh, it's such a gorgeous color. I was really bummed because that shade is so gorgeous and I've worn it in videos and I can't really tell you what it is because I hate promoting companies and like products that aren't cruelty free anymore. But I found an exact dupe, and that is Kat Von D's Steady Kiss lipstick in Chula. So similar, different formulas again. The MAC one is a matte formula, however the Kat Von D one is definitely way more matte. Kat Von D is on the bottom here. Way more matte than the MAC one. The MAC one still has a little bit of a sheen, but it's still that like orangey red, which is gorgeous. And I saw Kat Von D is releasing more liquid lipsticks, and one of them is like this color of Chula, and I'm so excited. It's like my favorite red. Next we have the MAC Sin color. Now I have the Rocky Horror Picture Show version of it, which I will never get rid of just for the packaging. I'm obsessed with it. Sin is permanent at MAC. It's just a very like dark, deep red color. I really do need to wear it more. It has like brown tones in it, but the dupe is Wet n Wild's Photobomb, and this is from their newer collection, so it has like matte packaging. The MAC one is on the bottom, and it's slightly more berry toned than Photobomb, and the MAC one is definitely way more matte than the top one, which is the Wet n Wild one. So again, depends on your preference, but they are so similar. Let's talk about a lip liner, shall we? This is MAC's Lip Pencil and Whirl, one of their most famous shades ever. Kylie Jenner has been known to wear this shade quite a bit, and the affordable and cruelty-free dupe for it is the Jordana Rock and Rose lip liner. I love these lip liners, and they're like $1 or $2 or something, but look at how similar that is. The Jordana one's maybe a little bit more nude. This one's the Jordana one, that one's the MAC one. It's a little bit more nude, and this one's a little bit more pink, but it is similar enough that you could totally see that they are almost exact. I also want to point out that the Rock and Rose lip liner is much more creamy than this one. The MAC lip liners, they're good, but they kind of tug at your lips. Like, they're much more of a dry formula, whereas these are more creamy, so they'll kind of glide on, almost like the ColourPop ones, but those are a little bit more creamy than the Jordana ones. Now we're gonna do an eyeshadow. This is the last like non-lip product that I have, and then the other two are like almost there, just almost. So MAC eyeshadow in texture, which is this one right here. It's like a medium orange, very warm brown. And the dupe for that is another high-end product, which everything has pretty much been drugstore besides the Kat Von D, but it is the Urban Decay eyeshadow in Riff. Can't get much more similar than that. Which one's which? This one right here is the Urban Decay, and this one is the MAC one. So you can see the MAC one's just slightly more warm, but they are such a close match that you could easily swap those out. So the last two MAC dupes that I have are a bit more like farther off. They're not exact, but they are close enough. It's kind of my annoying category because they're almost there, but not quite. The first one is MAC Heroine Lipstick, which I kind of regret buying because I don't wear it as much. It really would have been super gorgeous when I had purple hair, but since my hair is such more, but on the off day that I really want to wear a cool tone color, purple is usually what I go to. So the dupe for that is the NYX High Voltage Lipstick in the shade Twisted. So the bottom one is the NYX color, which is a bit more vibrant than MAC's Heroine. Heroine's a little bit more muted, and then the NYX one, the formula is a bit different. It's a lot more glossy and like slide on, whereas the MAC one I believe is a matte finish. And then the last dupe that's almost there but not quite is MAC's Velvet Teddy. The dupe for that one is the Milani Matte Naked shade. I love these Milani matte colors, but this nude is so gorgeous. Like, look at that nude, and the formulas are almost exactly the same. I say the Milani one's a bit more creamy, but I mean, it's close enough, you know, it's like almost there. I'm sure a lot of people would call this a dupe. It's just not quite for me. The Velvet Teddy is a bit more browny, and the Milani shade's a bit lighter, so it's kind of not the same, but close enough. So, and I just love the formula of these, and the price difference is like beyond, so to me, it's worth it. I'd call it a dupe. So those are all my cruelty-free options for MAC products. I'm really excited that MAC might go cruelty-free again, but if they don't, here's some products for you that you can easily dupe and affordably dupe. A lot of these products are super cheap. Let me know your cruelty-free dupe options down below for some maybe well-known products, and I hope you enjoyed, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Guys, so today it is bang trimming day. My bangs are due